We spend on average 87% of our lives indoors. And despite the growing number of gadgets and electronics in the home or office, like energy-efficient appliances and smart thermostats, HVAC, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning loads still represent over 50% of the energy consumed, and depending on the fuel used in the process, upwards of 70% of the resulting carbon footprint. States and municipalities are mandating emissions reduction decarbonization laws, meaning technologies like electrically driven heat pumps that utilize natural sources of heat from the ground, water, or air to create heating, cooling, and hot water are one of the most environmentally friendly means of ensuring an optimal indoor climate. Buildings account for 40% of energy consumption in the United States, while 50% of the energy use is from fossil fuels. Modern heat pumps can deliver up to 10 to 15 times as much energy as they consume driving the compressor. So a leading-edge heat pump can deliver heat at 600% efficiency, compared with a gas heater at 50 to 95% efficiency. As well, heat pumps can transfer 3 to 4 times the heat energy of a natural gas furnace, meaning that with Danfoss technologies, designers and planners can achieve 15 to 40% greater energy efficiency and 10 to 15% cost savings. And because it is much easier to make electricity green than to make green fuel, when the electricity is produced using renewable electricity, this delivers astounding reductions in greenhouse gas emissions, making your home and environment cleaner and safer now and for generations to come.
The law of the conservation of energy tells us that energy can be neither created nor destroyed. Rather, it can only be transformed from one form to another. The industrial sector is responsible for 20% of total GHG emissions, and building operations represent 28% of CO2 emissions. To meet aggressive decarbonization goals and reduce reliance on fossil fuels, we must act now with available proven technologies and strategies. Danfoss is leading the way in heat recovery technology by innovating systems that help transfer heat produced in one process and put it to use in another, changing the game for many applications, like buildings and data centers that control their own climate while limiting their impact on the environment. A local brewery in Atlanta can use heat recovered from the chilling process at one end of the building as the main heating source for brewing beer at the other end of the factory. At a data center, implementing our sustainable technologies as part of a heat recovery system, like oil-free compressors that use low-GWP refrigerants, can help the facility fight against rising electric and fossil fuel energy costs to reduce energy consumption by up to 30%. Curbing the effects of climate change will take time, but Danfoss is working now to have an impact while making buildings and offices more efficient and ultimately more comfortable for you and for the environment.